Listen to the following talk.
My in-laws suggested I leave my child with them when I moved to the city for work. I got married a year ago and am now pregnant with my first son, due at the end of this year. Both my husband and I work as office employees with an average income, enough to provide a comfortable life for our child. My husband is sociable, cheerful, and helps with housework, though sometimes he is a bit careless. However, I can accept this and have learned to balance my emotions so I don't let myself feel too upset. Since becoming pregnant, I've been thinking more because my in-laws like to interfere with our parenting decisions. From choosing a name for our baby to confinement practices, they want us to follow their lead. Initially, I planned to return to my husband's hometown for my postpartum recovery, as my in-laws are still healthy and have time to help me out after giving birth. During a few visits to my in-laws' house, they complained that I looked skinny and ate too little, even though I was 5 months pregnant at the time and had already gained 10 kilograms. In fact, the doctor even said I was overweight and should reduce my rice intake. Additionally, they didn't agree with the name I chose for my baby and insisted we name him according to their preference. After my 6-month maternity leave ends, they suggested we leave our baby with them in the countryside for them to take care of. We live nearly 150 kilometers away from my husband's hometown. When I heard this, I was deeply saddened, thinking about how I would not only be unable to name my child, but also have to part with him when he's just 6 months old. I felt a lot of resentment toward my in-laws. As a daughter-in-law, I didn't argue with them. I just said we'd consider it and then stayed silent. Since then, I've been very anxious about communicating with my in-laws, fearing that the more we interact, the more they'll interfere in our lives. I've shared my feelings with my husband, and we've agreed to stay in the city and hire a helper during the early months. This means my in-laws will likely be upset, and my husband will be caught in the middle, feeling very stressed. As of now, my husband hasn't had the courage to inform his parents about our plan. My own parents live far away and are too old to help with taking care of the baby. Later, I'll also have to quit my current job to care for our child, despite having a good position with a decent salary. We even plan to buy a house next year. Now I'm really at a loss, not knowing how to balance and resolve everything smoothly. I really hope to receive advice from the readers.
This content is just an example for learning English. Thank you for watching. How do you feel about this video? Please leave a comment below.